All right, so we want to do 7.2, number 33. Says solve by complete the square. X minus 3 is, sorry, the quantity x minus 3 times the quantity x plus 2 equals 1.
Yep.
Scary?
No.
Why not?
Not yet.
Okay, so why don't you just apply the product rule thing to this? You guys know what I mean? Isn't there a rule that says if these two things multiply together to be 1, then that one has to be 1 or this one has to be 1?
No.
No?
No.
No. Good. That's crazy. There's one that says if I multiply two things together and I get 0.
Right.
Right? That's the 0 product rule. There isn't one for 1. Because there's lots of things that you can multiply together to get 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have a product rule for this, right? This factoring didn't help me. So what do I want to do?
Boil it out.
Yeah, I should probably FOIL it out. Okay, so if I FOIL this out, what do I get?
Squared minus x negative 6.
You guys all see that? So I got x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Equals 1.
Equals 1. And then what?
Combine like terms.
Okay, so stick like terms together.
X squared minus x.
So I got x squared minus x
Minus 6.
minus 6 is 1. Then what?
Add 6 to
Or you
it.
do the quadratic.
Add 6.
Okay, so if I was going to do the quadratic formula, what step would I do?
You add the 1 to the opposite side.
You guys see that? I'd move this one to that side with subtract 1.
Right.
If I'm going to complete the square, I want to move that over though.
Yep.
So you
Okay, so let's complete the square. So what am I doing to get the 6 on the other side?
add it onto the other side.
Okay, so I add 6. So I've got x squared
Minus x.
minus
plus
x.
blank space.
Okay, you're going to do add 6 and add blanks, right?
Yeah, I just kind of do that.
Okay, that's fine.
Equals 7.
Equals 7
Plus 1.
plus our blank.
They're going to be square,
It'd
right?
be
1/2.
x.
Okay, so now I need to figure out what goes into this thing, right? So what's the variable in this squared
Minus a half
quantity?
squared.
Should be x. And then where'd you get minus a half?
Well, because the 2
Negative.
divided by x just gives you a half. Shouldn't it be 1/4 though?
It should be x is 1 over 1.
Good thought, Ryan.
Wrong.
A little bit. So where do I square it? Not right now, but to fill in the blanks, I square it, right?
Right. So what you
So to fill in this one, you divide by 2. To fill in the others, these guys, you need to square the result,
do,
right?
right.
You guys see that? So I fill in these with what? What's a half?
1/4.
It's still a half.
Why is it not negative?
Because the negative and the negative is positive.
Good. You guys with me on that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I got quarters that go in all the blanks.
That's what I just said.
Hmm?
Yeah, but you just skip this. That's
Aye.
okay. Stop talking.
All right. Now
I think we
what?
need to use them again, but
Ryan,
just so we're-
chance to redeem yourself?
What?
What do I do now?
You're gonna add this 7.
Okay. So this is combine like terms, right? Again?
29/4.
Okay, so I get x minus a half squared is
28/4 plus 1/4.
28 fourths, and one more is 29 fourths. Okay. Now what am I done with at this point?
That's our.
Now you're extracting.
Yeah, now I'm running extract the roots because I just finished complete the square.
Right.
You see that? So that's complete the square, done. The reason I'm highlighting this, the reason I always say, hey, we just completed the square, is that we use complete the square for other stuff. It doesn't always come with this and then extract the roots thing. So I want you guys to know where that thing stopped.
Right.
To be honest, I'm not going to have you solve quadratic equations by complete the square in Calc 2, but I will have you do this. Hey, complete the square on this thing. It exists thing. Sorry. So what do I do to extract the roots? What's my first step? Square both sides? Okay, so plus minus square it. I get x minus a half is
Square root of 29 over square root of 4.
Square root of 29 over the square root of 4.
okay. Why'd you break it that way?
So you can square 4.
Yeah, because I know what the square root of 4 is. Okay, so I got plus or minus square root of 29 over 2. That was x minus a half, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do any better than square root of 29?
No.
Why not? Yeah, it's prime. It doesn't have any factors that are squares. It doesn't have any factors that aren't 1 or itself, right?
Right.
Okay, so what do I do if I can't do any better? What do I need to do now?
Isolate the.
Yeah, I want the x by itself, right? So I should add a half to both sides.
Right.
So I got x is 1 plus or minus square root of 29 over 2. Alternatively, right, perfectly fine, x is 1/2 plus or minus square root of 29 over 2. Cool? Right, either one of these, I don't care which.
You don't want us to break them down.
I do want the next step
The
though.
next step, okay.
So the next step is,
X equals 1 plus square root of 29 over 2. Or all of them are over 2.
okay, so either a half plus square root of 29 over 2, or 1 plus root of 29 over 2, or x is the minus version. 1 minus square root of 29 over 2. Cool? How are you?
No, I'm just wondering if things were, so say the 29 was 28.
Okay.
When you take the square root, I remember like from elementary math, you could take like, put the 4, like you factored it out, you got 4 square root like 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we want to talk about the square root of 28, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I might think to myself, okay, 28 is 4 times 7, right?
Yeah, because, so I'm just saying because 4 is the square root, you can take it outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do square root of 4 times square root of 7. And then I know the square root of 4, it's 2. So I get 2 square roots of 7. Yeah, so if it was 28, I'd end up here with 2 square roots of 7 instead of this. And you can't stick, for instance, if I had gotten that. So if I had 1 plus 2 root 7 over 2, don't do the crazy thing, combine these. Okay, see that? Because this is counting ones, right? That's counting whole sheep, and this is counting root 7 sheeps. Right? Those are the same size flock, so you can't count them together.
What does a root 7 sheep look like?
I have no idea.
Can you try drawing that?
I really don't. This is one of those things that, like, this number came out of something, right?
That just sounds
But it wasn't counting sheep. You guys see that?
So basically the 2 is still attached to the 7.
Yeah, the 2 is attached to this root 7 thing.
So is there even
And
a
this
point?
1 is attached to a 1. This is counting whole somethings, and this is counting somethings that are a little bigger than whole somethings. You guys see that?
So it would be all right to leave it a square root of 28 then for this class?
No, I want you to hit to this.
Okay.
So if you had square root of 28, you can do better. I would like you to get to here. Cool. But don't stick them together. These two don't go together, and those 2's don't cancel.
Oh.
Why don't the 2's cancel?
Same reason. Because you said so.
Yeah, because you need to factor a 2 out of the whole top to cancel it. You guys see that?
Oh, yes.
If I could pull a 2 out of the whole top, then I could factor and cancel. But here I can't.
That'd have to be like 2 plus 2.
Exactly. 2 plus 2 root 7 over 2, I can do something with. This, not so much. Cool?